are you all going? I hope you're going well. Look where I am. Look where I am. Can you tell? Can you tell? Oh my goodness, I am so happy. If you can't tell by the background, I'm no longer in the US. I am in Australia. I'm in Perth. Oh, I'm actually so relieved. We have a lot to catch up on. But yes, I am currently in Perth. I arrived here on Sunday last week and today is Friday. So I'm on my 5th day of hotel quarantine. I'm quarantining at the Novotel in the city, which is just, you know, you don't get a choice, you just quarantine wherever. And I'll go a bit more into like all of the quarantining stuff if you don't really understand that or know all the regulations behind that. I will go into that in a second because yes, I am fully vaccinated, but I still have to hotel quarantine for 14 days, so we'll get into that. But okay. Sorry, I just have a lot to say and it's really hard to like think about the best order to say it in. Okay, so as you guys know, in the past like 9 months, I was studying my first year at Yale University in the US, and now my freshman year has ended, and so I have 3 months of summer break. Now, originally, I was going to be spending summer break in the US. My plan was to stay in the US and stay there probably until like Christmas time or until this time next year, like the end of my second year, because of COVID. So normally after my freshman year, if COVID wasn't a thing, I would have come back home to Australia after my freshman year, seen my family, seen my friends, and then gone back for my sophomore year. And there are many reasons for that, but the main reason I would have wanted to come home is just because like your first year at an overseas university is like a big year. Oh, it's the COVID test. Oh. Wait, we're gonna have to pause this explanation because I'm gonna need to get COVID tested. Anyway, it's a really big year, so basically as like a mental, physical and emotional break, I would come home, see my friends and family and like chill with them and, you know, go back ready for my second year. So that is what would happen in normal circumstances, and that's the reason why. Okay, we're pausing the explanation for a second because I think someone is gonna knock on my door in a second and do a COVID test, for which I will need my passport and my mask. Oh look, it matches the background. How nice is this, by the way? Hello. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
How do you spell your surname?
C-H-I-T-T-Y.
And first name?
T-I-A.
All done.
Okay, perfect. No worries.
All the best.
Okay, so back to the story. Normally I would come home after my freshman year, however because of COVID it was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't come home, maybe I should just stay in the US. I was like, okay, cool, I'll stay in the US. And this was the whole way through, like but the first semester, and then like the start of the second semester we kind of had to like start actually making plans for what I was going to be doing over summer, and we were like, this is me, and when I say we, I mean me, my mum and my dad. So we were like, okay, let's probably just stay in the US, and then I need to figure out what I'm going to do over summer break. Hello, it's future quarantine-free Tia popping in here, and you can probably tell I'm a little bit sick if you saw my post on my community page on this channel. Basically, I've had a cold for the past week, so that's why there hasn't been any videos up for this past week, but I'm definitely feeling better now, which is really good. But basically, I just wanted to pop in to say, to kind of explain this whole explanation, because about like why I came back to Australia and the reasoning behind that and everything, because I did sit down right like in this video when I was filming it and explain it, but I did the longest explanation ever, and I also think I went like a little bit too much into detail in some like more not personal things, but just like not personal as in like personal, just like some situations and circumstances and things that I think it's just better for me to keep off like the internet for now. Originally I was planning to stay in the US over summer, however a lot of things happened and there was a lot of different options I was exploring in terms of staying in the US, and in the end all of them kind of like fell through and none of them were going to work, and there's reasons for that, but it's just something that I think I'm going to keep to myself for now. But I just kind of need you guys to trust me that there were reasons, and I was actually trying to stay in the US, but all of the things that I was trying to do there were just not working out for a bunch of reasons not within my control. The reasons were not within my control, but yeah. And essentially it just looked like the best option for me to come home, and also like mental health wise that was the best option. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to the rest of the vlog now, but I just want to say thank you so much for sticking with me the past week. Sorry there haven't been any uploads, but I will try to be more frequent. I'm gonna try and do like twice a week, probably Wednesday, Sunday, and sometimes like an extra video on Fridays, and then normally at 4 PM Perth time. But let me know if you think 4 PM or 5 PM Perth time is better, because like 4 PM Perth time is like 6 PM on the East Coast at the moment, because you don't have daylight savings because it's winter. So like 4 p.m, 6 p.m, or 5 p.m. Perth time, 7 p.m. on the East Coast. So let me know if you have a preference either way, but otherwise hopefully enjoy the rest of the video, and the next one should be coming out on Wednesday. None of these options of me being in the US were looking very good. So then, and this is literally like towards the end of the semester, we started looking at me coming back to Australia. And so my parents like researched flights online, and we found a flight, and it was more expensive than usual, definitely, because COVID has made flight prices to Australia go up, but it wasn't like astronomically expensive, and it was so much less expensive than what it would have cost for me to stay in the US. And so we decided to book that flight. And also by this stage in the semester, I was like really struggling mentally, and we will get into this in future videos, but basically I was really struggling, and I was really doubting my ability to stay away from home for so long, because if I stayed away from home for this summer, if I'd stayed in the US this summer, then I would have had to stay like basically a whole nother year until I came home. So I felt like I could probably do it over the summer, but then I thought I would like break sometime in the fall semester of this year. I would break, and I wouldn't be able to come home because it would be the fall semester and I can't come home during the semester. So I felt like I really needed to come home like now. And so we booked a flight, and that was that. Like, I'm not really sure. I've heard there's like all these big like long waiting lists to get back into Australia, and lots of people are stuck overseas and can't come home. I'm not really sure how all of that is working, but all I know is how I got my flight is I went online and I booked a flight, and that was that. If you've watched my travel vlog, you will have seen this, but it went from JFK in New York to Singapore to Perth. So yeah, we just booked it and it went. Maybe it's like other countries that people are stuck in, because I have quite a few friends from Australia who are studying in the US, and all of them have come back to Australia with no problems. So I'm guessing that maybe like coming from the US to Australia is easier than coming from some other countries to Australia, or maybe this like backlog of people stuck overseas is in countries like India, who are like kind of doing really bad with COVID right now, or it's in, I don't know. But basically, yeah, it wasn't too much, it wasn't very hard. Like, I didn't have to go on any waiting list or anything. I just booked a flight, and then I filled out a couple of like forms, like exemptions to come back into Australia, which I was automatically allowed back in and exempt from all the exemptions because I'm Australian citizen, so I can, you know, come back into my own country. So that's basically how I got back. But anyway, there was like always the possibility of the flight just being cancelled, because like WA is only letting like 512 people from all around the world into the state each week from internationally. So I knew there was always the chance that my flight was just going to get cancelled and I wasn't going to be able to get back to Perth, but I thought I might as well try. And it all ended up working out really smoothly, which I am so incredibly grateful for. I am so happy to be home. So yeah, I arrived in Perth on Sunday, and I've had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today is Friday in quarantine. So right, now we're going to the quarantine thing. So basically, if you're flying into Australia from anywhere internationally, you must mandatory hotel quarantine when you arrive, no matter if you're fully vaccinated, no matter where you're coming from, unless you're coming from like New Zealand. I think we have a travel bubble with New Zealand, but obviously I'm coming from the US, so mandatory hotel quarantine, 14 days. You don't choose where you go, you just, when you arrive at the airport, you get told, okay, you're quarantining here, and you just get taken. If you've watched my travel vlog, you will have seen we got taken from the airport with like police cars, and like, oh my goodness, it was kind of cool. It was interesting. But yeah, you just get taken to a hotel, and you're not allowed to leave the little hotel room for 14 days, which is quite a small room. So yeah, I'm staying at the Novotel on Murray Street in the city. I'll give you a little room tour in a minute. The room is really nice. It's a really nice hotel. I love this. I love this. Like, this is one of the nicest photos I have ever seen. I absolutely love it. It's so nice. It makes me so happy just like having this, and like it makes the background of the video so nice as well. But yeah, the hotel is really good. My only like problem with it is that it doesn't have a balcony, and I'm on the 23rd floor. so quite high up, and the windows don't open, so I don't get any fresh air for 14 days, which is kind of a shame, but you know, it's fine. We will survive. But other than that, yeah, the room's a bit small, no fresh air, but oh, and I can't run, which is a real shame, but I do have an exercise bike, which I've been able to rent, and my mum has dropped me off some exercise equipment, my yoga mat, my roller, and she also dropped me off some food, which I will also show you in a minute. And yes, I just have to be in here for 14 days, and then I've had 2 COVID tests so far. So one was on like my 2nd or 3rd day, I think, and then one was today on my 5th day, and then the last COVID test is on my 13th day, and then that will come back negative, presumably, hopefully, fingers crossed, on my 14th day, and then I'll be allowed out of quarantine. That's how I think it works. So yeah, it's a little bit of a, like, I totally understand Australia's reasons for doing the hotel quarantine, and it's worked so well, and I 100% agree with it for non-vaccinated travelers. I think now the rest of the world seems to be like moving on a little bit faster than Australia with the vaccinations. I know like Connecticut became the first state in the US a couple of weeks ago to have like 50% of the adult population fully vaccinated, which is so exciting. So vaccinations are happening pretty fast in the US. That's the one thing the US has done well with COVID, I have to say. They're pretty efficient with the vaccine rollout. And Australia is pretty slow. Basically, I'm fully vaccinated. I've had 2 doses of the Pfizer vaccine. I feel like at some stage, Australia should let fully vaccinated travellers quarantine at home, or have a shorter quarantine period, or something. Anyway, I need to get on with my day, and I feel like we need to start with a room tour. So I'm gonna show you, I've like completely rearranged the furniture in this room, so I'm gonna show you a room tour I filmed on the night I arrived. So that's like how the room originally was, and then I'll film a room tour now, which shows you like what I've changed it into. Okay, so here we have the door, which I cannot leave. I cannot go out there. So then on the right here we have a safe, which I don't really need to use because I'm not going to be leaving the room. Then we have a mirror, and then we have a kettle, some cups, some tea, coffee, glasses, and in here there is a little fridge, which is really good. Then this is the bathroom, which is not in focus, which is really nice. Like, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Wow, lovely. So much nicer. I mean, I'm used to like college dorm bathrooms, so this is a definite upgrade. And then we come out here, and then we have this little luggage rack, which I will probably put that on. And then we have the bed. Oh, look at that. Such a nice big bed. Oh my goodness. And then we have this, which I absolutely love. I really love that. And then, yeah, there's a little couch over there, a little table and chair there. And then a big TV here, which is a luxury for me because I've never had like a TV in my bedroom before. So whenever I go to a hotel and it has like a TV in the bed, I'm like, oh my gosh, so cool. Okay, so it's a little bit messy. I apologize, but you guys will get the drift. Okay. So here is the corridor. Basically the bathroom is obviously the same as it was before. I haven't done anything to that. I've added like a couple of things here, foods that my mum have brought me. There's more food in there, there's more stuff there. It's a bit messy. And then my mum has brought me a lot of food, which I put in the fridge. And then, okay, so firstly, I've moved this bed right into the corner to maximize the living area space over there. So the bed is now like over here. My suitcases are on that thing. There's the TV. And then, okay, so I moved the couch over here into this corner. Number 1, so I could create like a nice space there. And number 2, because then when I sit on the couch, I can like look out at the nice view, which I'll show you in a minute. And then, yes, so then we have this nice like living area space over here. So we've got like the exercise bike. Oh, I love this. I just, how nice is that? So we have like the exercise bike, then we have my yoga mat, and I can put like my other weights and like stuff over there. They only arrived yesterday, so I haven't got to that yet. And I mean, basically like that's it, that's all. But I just really like having this like nice space here, like I can move around everywhere. Woohoo! And then out here there is the view. Not the most exciting view. My mum sometimes comes and stands there and she like waves to me. She can't see me, but I can see her. And then there's this big lamp which is like kind of in the way. I need to move it. But yeah, basically that is how I have rearranged the room, just to try and like maximize the floor space in this section, which I have successfully done. So as you guys kind of saw this morning, I woke up pretty early. So I've been waking up like very early. I was running so low on sleep even before I left the US. Like the last couple of days, the last few nights before I left the US, I literally got like 4 hours sleep a night. So I was beyond exhausted. And then I had like an 18-hour flight, a 5-hour layover in Singapore, and then then like a 5-hour flight to Perth. So I was just exhausted. I was so exhausted. And so I went to bed at like 7:30, 8 the first night. And then I woke up at like 5:30. And then I just kind of like kept that pattern. So I've been going to bed around 8:30 p.m. And then I've been waking up at like 5:36. And I've been trying to just relax and have a nice morning routine. And I've been trying to do my New Year's resolutions. So if you remember from my New Year's resolutions video, a couple of them, I had a lot of New Year's resolutions, but a couple of them were doing yoga and like trying to meditate. So actually I have not been doing that this year, but I have been doing it in quarantine, and I'm trying to like, you know, reset my morning routine and actually like have a nice morning routine and start it in quarantine, and then hopefully that can like carry through to the whole of summer break. So yeah, I've been doing yoga and meditation each morning and watching the sunrise, and it's just been really like a nice way to start the day. And I love waking up early, and I didn't really wake up early in college. I woke up earlier than most people, but like I was waking up at like 8 a.m, which is very late for me. So that's like the first step of my morning routine: doing yoga, doing meditation, watching the sunrise. Then I do my skincare routine, which I also was not doing at college. And then I go for a walk. So I have my morning walk, which is a little sad at the moment. You know, we're just walking up and down like a 10-meter strip of carpet. This carpet is probably going to need to be replaced after I leave, like the amount I've been walking up and down here. So obviously like it's a little bit boring to be doing that, but I put on MasterChef this morning, and I just kind of like watched that as I'm walking. And so yes, it's boring walking up and down the same patch of carpet for like an hour, but surely it's no more boring than sitting on the couch and watching MasterChef. Like, that's not boring. I don't find that boring. So instead of sitting and watching MasterChef, I'm just walking and watching MasterChef. Like, it would be really boring if I was just walking and not watching anything or doing anything. I was just like walking. Yeah, that would be boring. But I'm not. I'm walking and like watching TV. So I don't know. It's kind of fun. And like, what else am I going to do with my life right now? Like, I don't really have anything else to do. So I might as well go for a little walk. And then I have my ACV and I have breakfast, and yeah. And then after that, I just kind of get on with my day. So this morning I was doing a little bit of YouTube editing. I have so many exciting videos coming. Oh my goodness. And yeah, the days have actually been going pretty quickly. I think because I'm getting to bed pretty early, like at 8. So it feels like by the time it gets to lunchtime, like it's almost dinner time, it's almost bedtime. I don't know, it's been going pretty quickly. I've been having a pretty good time. The only bad thing really is that I can't run. Besides, okay, actually no, there's 3 bad things. Number 1, the room is pretty small. Number 2, I don't get any fresh air. And number 3, and most importantly, I can't run, which is so sad. But you know what, I'm surviving, and I was gonna like have a week off anyway after the semester, just like as a break. But now it's just 2 weeks, which we can do. We can work with that. And I do have my exercise bike, and I do have my weights. They're quite light. They're like 2 kilo weights. But you know, I can do some moving. So not the end of the world if I can't run for 2 weeks, even though the amount of quarantining I've done, the amount of times I've had to not run for 2 weeks in the past year has been a lot. But hopefully, I'm really hopeful that this is the last time. Fingers crossed. Touch wood, touch wood, touch wood. Where's wood? No, don't tell me there's no wood in this room. I really thought doing my skincare routine consistently for like 3 days would help my skin, but it really hasn't. So I'm really hoping that by the end of quarantine my skin is better, because right now it literally looks like I have chickenpox, which is not, that's not the look we're going for. No, don't want that. Okay, so lunch today, we start with this bottle of water, which, by the way, okay, I don't know what it is, but this water does not taste as good as the water at Yale. Like, it's kind of gross. Like, I'm not sure if it's just this, like, brand of water or if it's, like, Perth water or what it is, but I am not liking this. Like, it doesn't taste good. It's making me kind of sad. Then we have a little... Oh, why is it soggy? Why is it... Oh, no, don't tell me this is leaked. No, it has. That's really bad. Okay, well, we have a soggy bread roll. It's not normally soggy, and there's some like butter and salt and pepper and cutlery down there. And then we have this, which has leaked in my bag, which is great. This is some like spicy, it's very big. The serving size is here. I don't know if you can tell. This is like literally, this weighs like 2 kilograms. Or more. I'm not even joking. This is humongous. I don't know if you can really tell. It looks a lot smaller on camera. Anyway, so... Oh, let me get the cutlery. Oh no, the paper bag's ripped. Oh no. Okay, so let me explain the food situation. Basically, there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner each day. And each, like, meal has an option A and an option B. And essentially option A is the meat option and option B is the vegetarian option. And you get to choose like option A or B for each meal each day. So in the past few days, so far the meals have actually been really good. I have had most of the meals. This is probably a good time to show you all of the food that my mum brought me. Okay, so I gave her a list of stuff. It was basically like, can you please bring me ACV, oats, and like a couple of snacks? And this is what she brings me. Okay, so this has just arrived from my mum in 3 shopping bags. I'm okay, let's unpack what we have here. Right, let's start over here. So we have some medjool dates, which I did ask for, some dried blueberries, some almond milk, oats, which I did ask for, chickpeas, natural almonds, which I did ask for, popcorn, rice cakes, which I did ask for, yogurt, which I asked for, honey, which I asked for, carrots, which I asked for, tuna, which I asked for. Then we have some corn, some, look at this, superfood salad, traditional salad, beetroot and goat's cheese bowl, avocados, smoked salmon, protein powder, peanut butter, almond butter. I just asked for either almond or peanut butter, but she got both. Apple cider vinegar, which I did ask for. Oranges and kiwi fruits. Then what do we have in here? Okay, we have celery, tomatoes, baby cucumbers, a capsicum, hummus, and hard-boiled eggs, which I did ask for. I asked for eggs, and I just asked for like a few vegetables, but she really did go above and beyond. And then we have 3 punnets of strawberries, spinach, and more hard-boiled eggs. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love my mum. She is the best. Look at this. This has just made my day. So, though I have all of that food, and at first I didn't think I was going to be able to fit all of the like cold items into the little tiny mini fridge, but I did. I fit them all in. So basically I have some options there. If I don't like some of the meals, I will just have food from what my mum brought me instead. And she also brought me like snacks and stuff, which there's not too much of in the meal options. They bring you like a piece of fruit and like a chocolate bar at breakfast, but I kind of need more snacks than that, so my mum has brought the goods. Anyway, so the meals have been pretty good so far. I'll put in some like pictures and videos if I have some of them. So I've had basically all the meals so far, but the meals for like today and tomorrow are looking not so good. They're more kind of, I think, like Asian style dishes, and I'm not the biggest fan of Asian cuisine. Well, number one, it doesn't agree with my stomach. It's never agreed with me. Like, it always makes me feel really sick, so I never really have it that much. And I don't really like it, the taste either, and I do not eat spicy food. Any hint of spice, I will taste it and I will not eat it. So basically the next couple of days I'm probably gonna substitute, like I'm not gonna eat that meal there because it's spicy. It's like a spicy noodle soup thing. So I will have something that my mum brought me instead, but I have been eating most of the meals they've brought me for the past like 5 days because they've been pretty good so far. And the meals are really nice and they're very, very generous portion sizes. But yeah, the next couple of days are not going to be as good for me personally and for what I like. I'm sure other people will really like these meals. Anyway, I bring that up because it is time for lunch, so I'm going to go and have a look and see what I can find, and I'm gonna make some lunch. Okay, so I just had to clean up the mess that leaking lunch made, but this is what I'm gonna have for lunch. So this little, this, what's in there? Oh, I'll open it in a minute. This like pumpkin, couscous, chickpea kind of thing, salady thing. I don't know, it's not really a salad, is it? It's a, what do you call it? I don't know. Oh, it is a salad. A handcrafted salad. Okay, well, there you go. And then this hard-boiled egg as well for a little bit of extra protein. So this is what this looks like. Actually, I lied. I'm not going to have the egg anymore. I'm going to have some of this smoked salmon as my protein source, because this is my favorite thing in the world. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is really wild. This is wild. Oh my goodness. Ah! I'm actually like... Okay, so I am currently, I don't know if I will have announced this yet. Anyway, well, I'm announcing it now if I haven't already. I'm making a very exciting, like, I'm so excited for this. I can't even. This is the most exciting, like, series of YouTube videos I've ever made. I'm making a very cool, like, kind of mini series of YouTube videos about my first year at Yale, and I'm gonna go through in chronological order, and like, it's gonna be really cool. I'm really excited for it, and part of the reason I want to do this series is because there's a lot of footage I've filmed this year that I haven't shared with you. I just found the footage of like my orientation, which I was gonna make a video on my orientation at Yale, but I never ended up making it. But yeah, so this footage, all this footage of my international students orientation, which is all on Zoom obviously, and I was in Australia and there was people from all around the world, and I had like my OAS group. Since this is going to be like at the start of the first episode of the series, because this is like my very first Yale experience, because the orientation obviously happened like the couple of weeks before we started the semester, so this will be in the first part of the first episode of the series on my first year at Yale. But I just found all this footage and I haven't seen it since this happened, and this was like my first Yale experience, and I'm just like looking at myself like, I don't want to show you now because I don't want to spoil the surprise. Oh my goodness, this is so cool to look back on, like so incredibly, it's like crazy to look back on. And I really encourage all of you, like, even you don't have to post it on YouTube or post it on social media anywhere, but I do encourage you to like film kind of moments of your life and things that you go through and experiences in your life just for yourself, like just to look back on. It's really cool. It's crazy like how much emotion and like memory, really vivid memory, that a video can bring back, because a video captures like, it's a lot. A video captures a lot. It can capture a lot of a moment, a lot more than a photo. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I find it like so cool to look back on. So yeah, I'm really excited for you to see this series. It'll be coming soon. Oh no, this is so sad. This hurts. So I am currently editing the exciting series of videos that I just talked about. I've just started editing the first one, which is why I was searching for the footage of orientation and stuff. And I just looked up, like, because I did OAS orientation, which is the orientation for international students. And I googled like Yale OAS orientation, so I could get like some photos of what it would look like in a normal year, because I'm like putting it in a part of the video. I should not have done this. This makes me so sad. It looks like so much fun. Like everyone's having so much fun, and we were all just like on Zoom in like literally every corner of the world. I think we were in every single different time zone that there is. I know there are so many bigger problems in the world, like I'm totally aware of that. but I feel like sometimes you need to just like allow yourself to be sad for the little things. Alrighty, so it is about 4 p.m. now. No, actually it's 3:30 p.m. Basically I've just been editing my YouTube video since lunch, and now this is like the time of the day that I normally like start thinking about doing a little bit of exercise. I like go for my walk in the morning to like go for my walk in the morning. It sounds weird saying go for a walk when I'm literally just like pacing like a 10-meter strip, but it is my morning walk. Anyway, so I do that in the morning, so I get like a little bit of movement in the morning, but then normally in the afternoon, like around 4 p.m, I try and like think about doing a little bit more movement, because I am trying to stay like relatively fit, just so when I come out of quarantine I can like start training and not be like super slow. So normally I go on the exercise bike for like half an hour, and then I just like kind of do random stuff. I'm not really, the thing is because I've been like training since, well, I've been running since I was like 7 or 8, but I've been like training properly since I was like 10. So it's been like basically 10 years of like proper like running training every single week, and I've never, touch wood, had a big injury, so I've never had to stop training, and therefore I've never like needed to try and like cross train all that much or find different ways of staying like just fit and healthy and in shape, because like exercise, I think everyone needs to like just like do a bit of exercise most days just to like keep your body healthy. And yeah. Anyway, so because for the past like 10 years, which for me, I'm 19, so that's like the big portion of my life, I've just been like running, and distance running, so like it's a lot of exercise, and I've been doing that, you know, 4, 5, 6 days a week for the past 10 years. I've never really, like, that's always been enough exercise for me. And when I was like younger, when I was younger, I would also do other sports as well. I did like basketball, soccer, orienteering, softball, like I did heaps of different sports, swimming, when I was younger. So I was always like very active, but running has been a constant throughout my whole life, which has kept me very active always, and I've never needed to find a different way to keep fit. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. If I wasn't a runner, like if I didn't do any like specific sport, like most of my friends have to think each day, like, right, what am I gonna do to move my body today to like keep fit? You know, oh, I might go for a run today, I might go for a walk today, I might go for a swim, I might play a game of basketball, I might go to the gym. But like, they have to think about what they're gonna do each day to keep fit. Whereas if you're in training for a specific sport, you don't really have to think about that, because you're just training, and by default that just keeps you fit. I don't know if this is making sense, but basically I've never had to think about like what I'm gonna do to keep fit, and so I don't really do any cross training ever. So when I can't run, suddenly I'm like, oh, what do I do to keep fit? Like, what can I do to keep fit? I don't really know. Like, ride a bike? I don't know. So yeah, I don't really have like too many exercises that. Oh, you know what I did do? I did last year post a full body workout on my YouTube channel. I have done that workout once in my life, and that was for the YouTube video. So actually no, I did it twice. I did it once the day before to like test it for the YouTube video, and then I filmed it the next day. But yeah, those were quite basic exercises in that video. Like, that's all I really know how to do, just like basic body weight kind of exercises, but I just was doing them like randomly in the video. I just don't know what to do. Anyway, so I went on YouTube just then, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and cycle on the exercise bike for 30 minutes, and I was gonna find a YouTube video to like stream onto the TV to watch while I'm cycling on the exercise bike. So I went onto YouTube, and look what came up. 30-minute full body Pilates workout, strengthening and toning 14-day full body challenge, whatever. It's like a 30-minute full body Pilates workout. I've never done a Pilates workout before. I've never seen this YouTube channel before either. I don't know who this is. Who is this? She has a lot of subscribers. Oh, she does like what I eat in a day. Maybe she's she's probably like a fitness influencer. Oh, she's a model. Oh, that does make sense. This just popped up on my recommended page on YouTube, and I clicked on it, and yeah, so I think I might do this because that looks kind of fun, kind of different. See if this is up my alley. I'm gonna do this Pilates workout now. Kind of fun, kind of exciting. I will film it, but if I look stupid, then I will cut it out of the video. So if you don't see it, that is why. But if you do see it, here it is. My mum just called me. My dad and my mum both called me, and I accidentally have like 2 missed calls from each of them. Like they like called me at the same time, just a couple of minutes ago. Anyway, and then I heard it. My dad called me, and then like 2 minutes later my mum called me, and my mum like called me a couple of times and I didn't pick up, and then on like the 3rd time I heard it. I don't know why I didn't hear it the first few times. Anyway, I didn't. But then I heard it the 3rd time and I picked up, and I just was speaking to my mum then, and then I just called my dad back, but he didn't pick up, so he might call me back in a minute. But oh yeah, I just watched the time lapses of me doing I'm only like, my parents interrupted my Pilates workout. I'm 20 minutes in to the 30-minute workout, but I just watched the time lapses of me doing it. I look so strange. I'm going to include it in the video because YOLO, I have included myself looking worse in videos before, but okay, so it's now like 6 o'clock. I've been on the phone to, my grandma called me, which was really sweet. So I've been on the phone to, my dad called me back, my grandma called me, and my mum called me again. Because she only spoke to me for like a couple of minutes before. So I've just been like speaking to my family for the past hour, and yeah, now it's just after 6. And I haven't got time to, well, I haven't, not that I haven't got time, I haven't got to the exercise bike today, but that's alright. I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to have dinner now, because it's at this stage of the night that I've been getting really tired. Like, I've been getting really tired around 6, and then like I literally, once it gets to like 8 p.m, I can't even keep my eyes open. So I've been going to sleep around 8, and like I don't want to be having dinner right before I go to bed, so I've been eating around 6. So that's what I'm going to do now. My dinner got dropped off before. I'll probably have like a little bit of that, and then also just a little bit of other stuff. Okay, so this is the dinner for tonight. It is a pumpkin thing. I don't really know. I'll see if I like it, and if I do, then I will have this, and if I don't, then I will have something else. And then it also comes with like a little bread roll and butter and a little like dessert thing in there. They have like these like, oh, they have these kind of like dessert cakey bar kind of things each night, which I do not like. Hey guys, so it is about 7:45 and I've just been eating dinner, eating many desserts, and just watching some YouTube, and then I was talking to my dad on the phone. Hello, shout out to my dad. And now I'm gonna get ready for bed. So I'm feeling really tired. I'm basically just like sitting here at the table falling asleep. So I'm just gonna have a quick shower, and then do my skincare routine, which takes me like, it's not very long, it's not very intense. It takes me like 2 minutes, and then brush my teeth and hop into bed. Blurry, okay. These 2 white ones are my Magnesium Pills, and these 2 kind of reddishy orange ones are, can you guess, my iron pills. So I have these every second night, and I have these every night. Basically magnesium, number 1, they help my muscles and stop me getting like muscle cramps and stuff. I've just taken these for like many years, and they just like help me. And number 2, they also help me sleep apparently. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I think they kind of also help my digestion. I'm not really sure if that's scientifically proven or anything, but I don't know, I like to take them at night, so I have 2 of those. And then my 2 iron pills I take every second night, because I'm always like just very low in iron. I've had to have a couple of like iron infusions. If you guys watching my channel like this time last year, you'll remember that I had to have an iron infusion last year because my ferritin levels were like at 12 or something really low. And then I had an iron infusion and then they went up to like 200 and something, which is really crazy. But I think they've dropped back down a lot since I've been at college. So I'm trying to like make sure I'm taking my iron supplements every second night. Apparently they like absorb into your system better or something. My doctor said if you take them every second night. Anyway, I got told to take them every second night, so that's what I'm doing. Alrighty, so it's currently 8:10, which is pretty early to be getting into bed and getting to sleep, but like I said, I'm just so tired. And I do seem to be waking up quite early, maybe because I'm going to bed early, but I'm also scared that like if I go to bed later then I'll still wake up earlier because that's what my body always does, and then I just don't get enough sleep and then I'm really tired. And they knock on your door at like 6:45 a.m. with the breakfast anyway, so I'm gonna get woken up at 6:45 a.m. anyway. I have nothing else to do, so I might as well go to sleep, and I'm really tired, so I don't really read or anything before I go to sleep. I used to, but then once I started college, I just got out of the habit of doing it. I just kind of was always so tired at night, I would just like go to sleep straight away, or like I would not read before bed. I'm terrible at getting to sleep. I take so long to get to sleep. But since I've arrived here, since I've got back to Australia, I have been getting to sleep really fast, like within 15 minutes, I think, which is unheard of for me. Like normally I take a couple of hours to get to sleep, and so I think it's a sign that I'm just really exhausted. Alright, so this is the end of a day in my life in hotel quarantine. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'm gonna film some more of these while I'm here because I might as well. Talking to you guys is like having friends. It gives me a bit of company, spices my days up a little bit. So yeah, I'll probably film a couple more of these, so there will be some more coming out, and when I'm editing this I should definitely be out of quarantine, I think, hopefully. So yeah, lots of exciting videos from out of quarantine to come. Sorry that this video was just like in the same room the whole day, but that is what quarantine is. So yeah, I hope it's been a little bit interesting for you guys to see kind of what hotel quarantine is like in Australia as well, and every day like is a little bit different, so that's why I will film some more days so you can see a couple of different days, but actually every day is quite similar. So anyway, if you do have any questions about it or about anything I've talked about in this video, definitely leave them in the comments below. I know it's something that lots of people, like most of you guys, probably haven't experienced Australian hotel quarantine, so if you have any questions I would be more than happy to answer them to the best of my abilities and the best of my knowledge. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please do give it a thumbs up because that really helps my channel, and subscribe if you haven't already because I have lots of exciting, very exciting videos coming out very soon. Follow me on Instagram as well, shout out to my Instagram. And that is all from me, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!